As we know, the developments in technology have changed the way we communicate information with each other. We have to expand our view of literacy in the 21st century to include new literacies, such as computer literacy, digital literacy, information literacy, new media literacy, and visual literacy. With the internet and social media, we are communicating faster than ever. We know that we have to become literate digitally as we learn how to read and write. And visual literacy goes hand in hand with all of these new 21st century literacies. And in this video clip, it's completely different, but will also show the power of visual imagery when linked with digital communication and social media. This clip is from a TED Talk by a composer named Eric Whitacre. So you see the name there. If you would like to try to watch the video, please do. I'm going to play it here. He is a Grammy Award-winning composer who has lots of fans around the world. Of course, he has many fans because of his beautiful music, but I suppose it doesn't hurt that he's pretty easy on the eyes as well. This video tells a story that shows the amazing power of technology to bring people together to create something that has never been done before. So let's hear Eric Whitacre tell the story of his amazing feat. As you watch it, think about the impact of the images on his accomplishment.
Well, a couple of years ago, a friend of mine emailed me a link, a YouTube link, and said, "You have got to see this." And it was this young woman who had posted a fan video to me singing the soprano line to a piece of mine called Sleep.
Hi, Mr. Eric Whitacre. My name is Bretland Lucy, and this is a video that I'd like to make for you. Here's me singing Sleep. I'm a little nervous, just to let you know. If
I was thunderstruck. Britland was so innocent and so sweet, and her voice was so pure. And I even loved seeing, behind her, like this little teddy bear sitting on the piano behind her in her room. Such an intimate video. And I had this idea, if I could get 50 people to all do this same thing, sing their part, soprano, alto, tenor, and bass, wherever they were in the world, post their videos to YouTube, we could cut it all together and create a virtual choir. So I wrote on my blog, OMG, OMG. I actually wrote OMG, hopefully for the last time in public ever. And I sent out this call to singers, and I made free the download of the music to a piece that I'd written in the year 2000 called Lux Aurumque, which means light and gold. And lo and behold, people started uploading their videos. Now, I should say before that, what I did is I posted a conductor track of myself conducting, and it's in complete silence when I filmed it, because I was only hearing the music in my head, imagining the choir that would one day come to be. Afterwards, I played a piano track underneath so that the singers would have something to listen to. And then as the videos started to come in, this is Cheryl Ang from Singapore. This is Evangelina Etienne. From Massachusetts. Stephen Hansen from Sweden. This is Jamal Walker from Dallas, Texas. There was even a little soprano solo in the piece, and so I had auditions. And a number of sopranos uploaded their parts. I was told later, and also by lots of singers who were involved in this, that they sometimes recorded 50 or 60 different takes until they got just the right take. They uploaded it. Here's our winner of the soprano solo. This is Melody Myers from Tennessee. I love the little smile she does right up at the top of the note, like, yeah, no problem, everything's fine. And from the crowd emerged this young man, Scott Haynes, and he said, listen, this is the project I've been looking for my whole life. I'd like to be the person to edit this all together. I said, thank you, Scott. I'm so glad that you found me. And Scott aggregated all of the videos. He scrubbed the audio. He made sure that everything lined up. And then we posted this video to YouTube about 1.5 years ago. This is Lux Arumque, sung by the virtual choir. I'll stop it there in the interest of time.
Okay, so what did you think? I can see all of these comments. It's, it actually makes me tear up every time I watch it because it's so amazingly beautiful. And what's even more amazing is how he was accomplished this with all these individual people recording themselves, all at different times and all in different places around the world. It's truly incredible and beautiful. I can see all of your comments. Yes. Wow, wow, wow. It's incredible and it's amazing. And yes, absolutely, Tatiana. It's breathtaking. So why is this such a perfect example of the use of visual imagery, of technology, of social media, and even of English as a global language? It's an example of using all of that together to create something that reflects the 21st century. And as we can see, of course, this could not have been done in the previous century. This video is amazing. It represents all of that. And it also illustrates what about the power of images. The power of images, first of all, to just spur creativity and to create. The image of young Britlin, the girl in the beginning, sending the message through social media to Eric Whitacre, actually provided the inspiration to this composer. This feeling of connection, and then it actually created something in his mind about something that he could do. And then the power of images to bring people together in a common goal, right? The image of Eric Whitacre conducting, right, in the video. It was captured by video, spread through social media, and he was providing the visual cues for the music that he was hearing in his head. And so this new media, it actually enabled people around the world to contribute to this performance asynchronously. It's something incredible that we've never seen before. The other thing is the power of images to communicate a concept. The impact of the final product through images brought it all together. Am I right? I mean, seeing this virtual choir and all the individual screens, computer screens, of people who had recorded themselves, it's completely different from the impact of just talking about what the visual choir is, right? Seeing it created digitally totally overwhelms you because then you can actually feel what this composer has accomplished. So to see all the individual people in their screen posting themselves to YouTube as a virtual choir, it creates this incredible visual impact that gives you goosebumps, right, on your skin, and it explains visually this amazing accomplishment. And it, in one clip, communicates the entire story of this virtual choir without words. So clearly we can see the power of visual images to evoke strong emotions, to inspire creativity, and bring people together to accomplish something amazing. So I'm sure your life has made a big impact on you. And what I want you to take with it is that the 21st century is about connecting people around the world. And because of technology now, of course, our communication is global, it's fast-paced, it's increasingly visual. Bamford, who wrote a white paper on visual literacy, describes contemporary culture as increasingly dependent on the visual, especially for its capacity to communicate instantaneously and universally. Imagine if we read visual images 60,000 times faster than text. Then to get our message across faster, we should incorporate images with text and do it thoughtfully. For our students, we have to teach them to be aware of the visual images we are bombarded with every day and learn how to both interpret them and use them effectively to communicate. To top it off, you may have noticed that these two examples are using English to communicate with people globally. The young Ukrainian woman used English to send her message far and wide. Eric Whitaker used English to collaborate with musicians around the world to create his amazing performance. It's all intertwined here. And in case you weren't convinced that English is a global language on the internet, I brought you a screen capture from W3 Text. And it's at w3text.com. And I did this screen capture yesterday. And as you can see here, take a look at the percentage of web content that is in English. So not only is our communication in the 21st century increasingly global, fast-paced, and visual, it is also increasingly in English. So clearly, English dominates the web content, which means that the information our young learners are taking in through the internet and social media is not just increasingly visual, but increasingly in English. So as English language teachers, we should think about how our young learners are accessing information in real life. This includes getting tons of information on the internet. As we teach them to communicate using English, this goes hand in hand with improving students' digital, information, and new media literacy.